Learn to play the game, she got her own. They still got dirt up on her name, cause she know who she is. She's a shining star. Take cover, cause she's bomb. Take cover, cause she's bomb. This girl is bomb, yeah. He knows I'm gonna get when I'm away. He knows I'm gonna.
Love over fear, getting off of the karmic wheel. Welcome back to another installment of Kingdom Things with me, your host, Asiyah Phillips, spiritual practitioner by the way of Source, by the way of God Goddess, by the way of the Central Sun, by the way of the Most High. Whatever you like to call the power, the force, the energy behind all that is appointed me as my role of being a spiritual practitioner or a spiritual healer. So today, love over fear, getting off of the karmic wheel. Love over fear, getting off of the karmic wheel. So humanity is going through ascension. What is ascension? The planetary ascension humanity is currently experiencing is the awakening of humanity en masse to the fact that we are more than what we have been programmed to believe that we are. So we are more than what we have been programmed to believe that we are. What does that mean? We are eternal spirits having a human experience. We are spirits seated with the energy of the Most High Creator having a human experience. We are limitless. We are boundless. We are then birthed into this human carnation, birthed into our soul human carnation, where we take on these indoctrinations and these beliefs through our soul prints, so our DNA, as well as through generational inheritances, so the things that you're taught by your family, the things that we're taught by society. So we are limitless, boundless, God Goddess seated spirits, incarnated as humans with the soul, that take on these limitations and these programmings that say that we're limitless, that we're limited. We take on these programmings when we incarnate as in our soul form as humans. We take on these limitations that say that we're limited. In our truth essence, we are spirits, energy seated with the energy of the Most High Creator. What does that mean? We're limitless, we're boundless. As a collective humanity, we're waking up to this realization that we are so much more than what these programs say that we are, so much more than what these DNA indoctrinations say that we are. We're awakening as a collective, humanity, as a collective. So today, y'all, I have love on the brain. Shout out to Rihanna. Today I have love on the brain. Love on the brain. So I've said this before, if this is your first time joining me here, my spiritual awakening was catalyzed by, some people like to term it a twin flame. I'm trying to move away from the labels. Open it up, move away from the programming. So a lot of people term it as a twin flame. I'm gonna call it a divine counterpart. So I was awoken by my divine counterpart. So the backstory on this divine counterpart, I got a glimpse of my divine counterpart when I was like 9 years old. And when I saw him, I recognized his spirit. And I was like, I said to myself, like, that's gonna be my husband. I'm gonna marry him, that's gonna be my husband. I just knew, I was like, that's gonna be my husband. Like, I just knew, my soul was like, that's gonna be my husband. And okay, so fast forward, that was my first remembrance of knowing. That's my first time that I remember that I knew. My first huge intuitive nudge, my first huge breadcrumb from spirit, from God, Goddess, from Source, was that knowing. When I saw him and I recognized his spirit, that was my first huge intuitive knowing, spiritual breadcrumb that I remember. So fast forward, I go through my life and I'm feeling out of place because I am a being that communicates via energy. I'm a being that understands energy. So I see your energy, I see your soul, or see your spirit before I see anything else. And most people don't communicate that way. Most people are looking at other aspects of you, physical aspects of you. So like what you're wearing, where you're from, your name, where your parents are from, your social status. People are looking at those things versus seeing the soul. Me, like, I'm looking at your soul. So you've been through some things, okay. I see that, like, I see your soul. I see that you are a source being. I see that you are a God, goddess. I see the God in you. I see the God in you. I see the goddess in you. I see the God in you. I see the goddess in you. I don't too much see the other things. The first thing that I see is the God or goddess within you. So I'm going through life, feeling out of place, going through depression because I'm not understanding who I am. I'm not awoken to my role in this life yet. So I'm going through life feeling depressed, feeling out of place because I don't remember who I am, and I'm not awoken to my role yet, the role that God has sent me here to play, the role that God has sent me here to carry out. So I'm going through life depressed because I'm not awoken yet to who I am, and I'm not awoken to the role that God sent me here to fill. So I'm going through life depressed, and I, did things to compensate for the feelings of lack of self-worth. Since I don't know who I am, I don't know my worth. I don't know who I am. Like, I did things to compensate for the lack of self-worth, people pleasing, sacrificing myself, all things that I'm here to square away. These are all karmic energies that I'm here to square away, getting off the karmic wheel, choosing love over fear, getting off the karmic wheel. So I'm self-sacrificing, I'm people-pleasing because of my lack of self-worth. I'm overworking myself, trying to compensate for not knowing who I am, for not understanding my worth, for not loving myself. I'm trying to do in this world to get illicit praise, illicit love, illicit validation from aspects outside of myself. Because again, I'm depressed, I'm not awoken to who I am, and I'm not awoken to the role that God sent me here to play. So I'm still perpetuating these karmic energies. We are spirits having a human experience. Our souls, our spirits are planted in our souls. Our souls carry the blueprints of the lives that we've lived. So our souls carry the blueprint and the records of the lives that we lived. Our spirit, which is the essence that comes from the Most High Creator, from Source, God, Goddess, our spirit is planted inside of our souls. So my soul has the karmic imprints. My soul has the imprints of lack of self-worth. My soul has the imprints of self-sacrificing. My soul has the imprints of not knowing my worth, not loving myself. My soul has those imprints, and those energies are carried from lifetime to lifetime. So what are we doing now? We're choosing love over fear, getting off the karmic wheel. So choosing love over fear, getting off the karmic wheel. So unknowingly, I'm perpetuating the lack of self-worth, the unworthiness, the lack of self-love, what else did I say? Lack of self-worth, unworthy, self-sacrificing. Lack of self-worth, feeling unworthy, lack of self-love, self-sacrificing. I'm perpetuating these energies that I carry from lifetime to lifetime in my soul print. I'm perpetuating these energies that I'm carrying from lifetime to lifetime in my soul print. Now our spirits, that's the essence, our spirit essence comes, let me slow down. Our spirit essence comes from God, Goddess, Source. Our spirits are what's seated with the Most High energy, the Most High Creator, God, Goddess, Source, Essential Sun, the Most High. Our spirit essence is inside of our soul. Our soul carries all of the blueprints, all of the records of where our earth carnations have taken us, the things that we've learned in our earth carnations, and the energies that we picked up in our earth carnations as earth incarnations. So our soul carries the blueprints and the history and the energies of where we've gone, and the energies that we picked up, and who we have been in our earth carnations. Our spirit from Source, God, Goddess, is inside of our soul. So my soul isn't cracked open yet. I don't remember who I am. I haven't gotten into my soul, into my spirit essence. I haven't cracked open my soul and relinquished my spirit essence to remember who I am. I don't remember the role that God sent me here to fulfill. So I'm going through life, again, 9 years old. I saw my divine counterpart. I was like, that's gonna be my husband. I just knew, a feeling that I've never felt. My soul lit up in remembrance, just like shot through my body. I was like, that's gonna be my husband. And that, again, that's my first remembrance of me knowing, my first huge intuitive nudge, first huge breadcrumb from spirit that I remember. So I'm going through life, self-sacrificing, betraying myself, lack of self-worth, lack of self-love, people-pleasing. And these are all of these energies are energies that are in my soul print that I've carried from lifetime to lifetime. So self-sacrificing, self-betrayal, lack of self-worth, people-pleasing. I've carried these energies from lifetime to lifetime. So fast forward to sometime later. Let's just start. Let's fast forward. Time is real. What's time? What is time? So fast forward. Let's say I don't want to age myself. I say that I am an ageless being. So I don't want to put age on it. So let's just say fast forward 3 years ago. So from present day, three years prior to present day. 3 years prior to present day, I am at the lowest low. I think I'm at the lowest low. I'm so depressed. I did all of this work to, have a greater income. I'm in the apartment that I set out to get 2 years prior. I'm in that exact same apartment. It's beautiful. I decorated it to my liking. I thought I was going to be happy. I thought I was going to feel fulfilled. I am making more money than I have made in my life, in this life thus far. I'm in this apartment that I set out to get, this beautiful apartment that I set out to get. I thought I was going to be happy. I thought I was going to be fulfilled. I thought the thing that I was searching for, that energy I was searching for, was going to be fulfilled at this time in my life 3 years ago. And I got there, I'm sitting in the apartment, and I'm still feeling, I'm feeling like shit. I'm feeling so low. I'm like, what the hell? I thought this was gonna be it. I thought I was gonna find what I was looking for with this. I thought I was on my way. And I felt further from the thing that I was looking for. I felt further away from that thing than ever. So I'm making more money than I've ever made. I'm in the apartment that I wanted 2 years prior. And I feel further from this thing. I don't know what it is, but there's something that's calling my name. There's something that I'm supposed to remember. I thought I would be closer with being in the spot that I am here 3 years from this time right now. I thought I would be closer sitting in my apartment. I thought I would be closer to this thing that I need to remember, this thing that I'm supposed to achieve, this thing that I'm supposed to realize. I thought I would be closer, and I feel further than I've ever been. Date. I reconnect with my divine counterpart, which is another label, but it's another label. So I reconnect with this soul, with this spirit, with this human being that I know that I am destined to co-create a life with, that I'm destined to share a life with. So I reconnect with this human being, this beautiful human being. And I am my perception on how love is supposed to work. Impossible things are happening. Shout out to Brandy and Whitney Houston. I watched that movie and I was like, oh goodness, I'm gonna have a Prince Charming come sweep me off my feet, come sweep Cinderella off her feet. That's Hollywood movie stuff. That's what I thought that's what I thought this connection was going to be. Like, I knew it was coming my whole life, 9, 10, 11, 12, my whole life, I knew it was coming. I was anticipating it. I was anticipating it my entire life, since I was 9 years old. Since I was 9 years old, I was anticipating this Prince Charming meets damsel in distress. God's like, you're not a goddamn damsel in distress. That's your problem. So in my head, in my mind, I have these energies that say Prince Charming is going to come in and swoop up his damsel in distress, right? That's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. That is not what happened. We have these preconceived notions about how love is supposed to work. How true love, how our like true love that we just seeking and want. We have this perception of how that true love is gonna work. It's not that. Whatever you think it's not that. It is not that. Whatever you're thinking, it is not that. So my whole life I'm anticipating this, and I'm like, I'm thinking like, I wonder how it's gonna work. My whole life I'm just anticipating how this is gonna work. And I'm sitting in my apartment, and I'm in this moment, and we're exchanging messages, and I'm just on cloud 1000. I'm on cloud 1000. I'm like, whoa, I knew it was gonna happen, and we're here. Oh my goodness. And as this is happening at this time in my life, I'm seeing a lot of angel numbers. So 111, 222, 333, 444, like every hour on the hour, 111, 222, 333, 444, a bunch of angel numbers. So I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this, a magic. It's like, it's meant to be. I was like, he must be about to land soon. He's about to come through soon. You know, I'm thinking he's gonna come soon because I'm seeing all these angelic angel numbers. And so I'm thinking, I'm anticipating, like that story that I built up in my head, he's gonna come, swoop me up, we're gonna go get married, Brandy, Cinderella, Roger and Hammerstein, he'll swoop me up, we're gonna go get married on the castle on the hill. This is what I really had in my body, in my mind. I was like, he's gonna come get me, we're gonna get married, and it's just gonna be happily ever after. Wrong, okay? Wrong. So we come together, well, you know, we're exchanging, and then it gets to a point where the communication is not what it's the communication is muffled. The communication is, we're not understanding each other. Why? Because communication is energy before it is anything else. Communication is energy before you speak anything out of your mouth. Communication is energy first. If you are communicating with someone that's on a different frequency, a different vibrational wave, they're not going to perceive what you're saying. They're not gonna hear you. They're not gonna hear you. They're not gonna hear you. So twin flame. So let's say twin flame dynamic. So we are triggering each other. There's energies in each of us that we're mirroring back to each other. At this time, I didn't understand that. I didn't get that. I just thought, oh, I'm a victim. Oh, he's doing this to me. Oh, he's doing that to me. But there's energies that we are mirroring back to each other. That we're mirroring back to each other. Let me fast forward it. I'm going through a spiritual journey. Like a bunch of shit then fell down. Everything then fell down. I'm going through a spiritual awakening. Did not know it, but I knew that I needed healing. And at this point, I'm healing in order for our relationship to work. That's how out of touch with who I was. That's how out of touch of who I was. I was out of touch with who I was. I was so out of touch with who I was. I was healing in order for our relationship to work. Because, you know, I've seen this, I know this is energy, this is the person, like I know, like the energy that I was feeling, that love that I was longing for, I wrote a book about it. My other half. I channeled energies. I was guided to write this book. I was guided to write this book by my spirit team, and it's one of the pieces of the puzzle that I just woke up and realized. And shout out to somi.aura on Instagram. She is a beautiful soul that has, gone through her awakening spirit experience as well. And she's really great at piecing together the puzzles and understanding the breadcrumbs and how they piece together. And once you understand how the different things in your life pieces together and what it's trying to teach you, once you shine light on what those different pieces are trying to teach you, you illuminate light on them, you're no longer a slave to those energies. You're no longer a slave to those karmic energies that you incarnated with in your soul over lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Once you piece together the puzzle pieces and illuminate, shine light on what those puzzle pieces, what those energies are trying to teach you, you're no longer a slave to those karmic energies. You're no longer a slave to those karmic energies. So shout out to somi.aura on Instagram. Thank you so much for, a lot of her posts have been catalyzing for me to understand this journey of, that it is a journey of understanding and piecing together and learning and gaining wisdom from the things that spirit is trying to teach you, from the things that happen into your life, and understanding that the energies that you carry in your life are not just from this lifetime, it's from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. So shout out to somi.aura on Instagram. So these energies that I'm carrying, I woke up this morning and new moon in Gemini energy, clarity. I woke up to clarity. I thought, because I'm perfect. I'm just kidding. I'm an angel. I'm just kidding. I thought that it was all on him. I was putting it all on him. Like, he's the reason why it's not working. Like, what are you doing to me? Oh my gosh, what are you doing to us? No. And it's a part of me stepping into my power and understanding that life is an energy creation. We're attracted to the people we're attracted to because we share energy. We mirror each other's energies. So whenever we're in a relationship and it's not working and you put the blame on the other person, it's time for you to go within and look within, because we're attracted to people because we mirror the same energy. So whatever that they're doing that you don't like, you're carrying that same energy within you, and you're mirroring that energy back to them. So you are mirroring to each other the same energy. So whatever this person is doing to you that you do not like, it's time for you to go within and see what the hell is going on, because you have that energy within you in which you're mirroring to them. We're only attracted to people because of the energies that we carry are magnetized to each other. And there are other soul things and stuff like that goes on. My perspective on this is, he was doing these things and I was like, what the hell? I was doing the same thing. I was mirroring the same thing to him, but just in a different way. And I got so much clarity last night and this morning because, I got so much clarity on that. And as this clarity is rolling in, God was like helping me more understand my role and helping me understand why I went through everything I went through, and helping me understand why every event happened in my life the way it happened and why it had to happen that way. Anything is possible through God. Any and everything is possible through God, Goddess, Source, the Central Sun, the Most High. God knows no limits. Anything is possible through God. So this love that I was breadcrumbed with from the age of 9 and anticipated my entire life up until 3 years ago. This love that I anticipated and that I want so dearly, that it's in my heart. This love is in my heart. This love is in my heart. It was placed there by God, Source, the Central Sun, the Most High, Goddess, in order to catalyze me into my spiritual awakening, to crack open my soul, release my spirit essence, understand my power, understand that that spirit essence, which is God, Goddess, Source, Essential Son, the Most High, understand that that was what I was looking for the entire time. So this breadcrumb that was dropped in my lap when I was 9 years old, for this love, this fairy tale love, this fulfilling love, anticipated my entire life up until 3 years ago, where I was catalyzed into a spiritual awakening. My soul cracked open. My spiritual essence, the God, Goddess, Source, Central Sun that was within me the whole time, awoken me to the fact that what I was looking for was inside of me the whole time. The love of God, the energy of God, Goddess, Source, Essential Sun, the Most High. That is what I was looking for the entire time. That is what I was looking for the entire time, that energy, that love. And God streamed to me more clarity this morning, that I had to realize that love inside of myself first, as below, so above. I had to realize that energy of God, Goddess, Source, that fulfillment, that abundance, that love. I had to realize that inside of myself first. I had to realize that that was in me the entire time before that was mirrored into in my external world. So before this beautiful being can come in and mirror to me the love that I know that this love is, before this beautiful being can come in and mirror to me the love that I know in my heart that this love is, I had to realize that love inside of myself first. As below, so above. So I had to realize that love inside of myself first, that God, Goddess, Source, Central Sun, the Most High love first, before that can be mirrored to me in my external world, before this beautiful being before I can perceive this beautiful being as the love that I know this love is, I had to find that love inside of me first. I had to find that fulfillment inside of me first. I had to find that abundance inside of me first before this beautiful being could mirror to me. So we're so quick to give up on relationships because we feel like that person is not giving me what I need, that person is not mirroring to me what I want. That is whenever you're not finding outside of yourself what you're looking for, turn around and look inside of yourself. Whenever you are not finding outside of yourself what you are looking for, turn around and look inside of yourself. My friend is back. Yesterday, I posted a podcast, Spirit Speaks. It was a spirit-led podcast where I was just told to just go on camera and start talking and pull some cards. What's going to come out is going to come out. So we have been living invertedly. As humanity, as society, we've been living invertedly. What do I mean by that? We have been seeking outside of ourselves fulfillment, outside of ourselves love, outside of ourselves abundance, outside of ourselves happiness, outside of ourselves health, outside of ourselves. We've been seeking for all of these elements outside of ourselves. When the whole time it's been inside. It's inside of our souls. It's that energy, that God, Goddess, Source, soul essence, spirit essence inside of our souls. We have to crack open our souls in order to relinquish that essence of God, Goddess, Source, Essential Sun, the Most High. So the clarity that's been brought to me is every aspect of my life that I want to fulfill in my external world, I have to discover that within myself first. I have to discover that within myself first before God, the universe, Source, Central Sun, Goddess, all that is, the spirit realms, will align for what I'm looking for, what I was looking for to show up in my physical reality. I have to give that to myself first. I have to be that myself first. And it's already there. It's about cracking open your soul to get to your spirit essence. And I didn't tell you to crack open your soul. So, because when you crack open your soul, it's a lot you're going to go through, because the cracking open of the soul is a shaking of the dust of all those karmic energies from lifetimes. The karmic energies from lifetimes. So you're shaking the dust off of the karmic energies from lifetimes. You're busting open your spirit, which is your spirit essence is going to heal all of those karmic energies. But it's a process that's different for everybody. It's a process that is different for everybody. So I'm gonna post a segment right here, My Other Half by me, Ashley Nicole Phillips. I was guided to write by my spirit team. This book carries the energies of my divine counterpart and the energies that we're here to heal. Here's a piece of the book.
The Pharaoh knows not of what he speaks. The love that is a not and nigh is a love that is unique, as it is our own. The energy that is a love between a knot and me is an energy that I recognize and feel as home. A love without a knot is a life not worth living. To give up, I will not. I will be back for my knot.
So as you see, a lot of passionate, deeply entrenched energies that we're here to clear up. A lot of passionate, deep energies that we're here to clear up. As below, so above. Love over fear, to get off of the karmic wheel. So I could have run. I could have said, no, I'm not doing this, and I could have gone about my merry way. If I would have gone about my merry way and said, I'm not going to do this relationship, I'm not going to go down this road of spiritual awakening, I'm not going to go down this road of spiritual healing, I would have went the other way. I would have went the other way with my karmic energies. I would have went the other way with my karmic energies and my soul closed and my spirit essence just stuck in there still screaming to be relinquished. I would have went the other way with my soul closed, my spirit essence still in there waiting to be relinquished and those karmic energies. So I would have been perpetuating the same lack of self-worth, lack of self-love, self-sacrificing, self-betrayal, people-pleasing. I would have been perpetuating those same karmic energies if I would have taken the other route and said, I'm not doing this. What would that have done? The same cycles of not being fulfilled, the same cycles of chasing external to myself for things that I think is going to bring me fulfillment, but I'm always sitting on the couch with the thing that I worked so hard to get, but still not fulfilled, still unfulfilled. So I took this journey, spiritual awakening, spiritual healing, self-healing, down this road with my divine counterpart. Even if we weren't together in the physical, all is one. Our spirits, our souls are one. So with my divine counterpart, I took this road for self-healing, self-awakening. And I've awoken to many parts of myself that I have been awakened to, which I would not have been able to do, because if I went down that road, my spirit essence would have been closed. I would have been stuck in depression, stuck in self-loathing, lack of love, self-love, lack of feeling worthy of anything. And I wouldn't have been awoken to the beautiful beauty of all that is. God, Goddess, Source, Essential Son, the Most High. That spirit essence that's in you, that's everything. That's the creator of all that is. That's the creator of all that is. So as below, so above. So my individual journey with my divine counterpart, I took this road over fear. I chose love over fear. I chose that love in my heart that I knew existed. I know this love exists. I know it exists because I feel it. I feel it. I know it exists. I intuitively know this love exists. So I chose love over fear. Over the fear of not knowing. Over the fear of stepping out of what I've been perpetuating over lifetimes. I stepped out of that fear, out of that energy. I pulled with the help of God, Goddess, Source, Essential Son, all that is, my spirit team, I am still prying myself away from those karmic energies and choosing love over fear. Love over fear, the love of God, that unconditional love, that love that's seated in your soul, that spirit essence that's seated in your soul, that's the love of God. That's the energy of God that knows no bounds, that's limitless. That's limitless. So when I say choosing love over fear and getting off of the karmic wheel, so once we choose that love over the fear, that love, spirit essence, God, Goddess, Source, Central Sun bursts through our soul, fills us, and it heals those karmic energies that limit us, that bound us to doing the same thing over and over again. So once we We choose love over fear. So we're going to do this. Bust open, the unconditional love of God, God as source, essential son, the most high comes through, and we are healed of we're healing ourselves of those karmic energies that cycle us through the same routines over and over again. So instead of me perpetuating relationships with, whether it's romantic or not, relationships where I'm sacrificing myself, relationships with my life where I'm not loving myself, where I'm not holding myself up, where I'm not stepping into my power, where I am putting other people over myself, I would have continued to perpetuate those karmic energies that I carried from lifetime to lifetime in my soul. I would have continued to perpetuate those karmic energies that I carried from lifetime through lifetime in my soul. I would have continued that in this lifetime, the same track. I would recycle through that same energy in this lifetime if I had not chosen the love that I knew in my heart was true over fear. Everything that God does is intentional. So that breadcrumb that was planted in my lap at 9 years old led me to this space where I was able to begin to realize my truth. What's my truth? I am an eternal spirit seated with the energy of the Most High Creator, having a human experience. What God as source, the essential son, wants us to do as humanity, as a collective, as a planet Earth, is to choose love over fear. So love ourselves. Once we do this on an individual basis, where we're choosing to go down the path that's less traveled, choosing love, choosing the unknown, choosing to crack open our soul, over choosing to perpetuate the lifetimes of what we know, the energies of what we know. Once we do that on an individual basis, we are going to flip the paradigm of humanity, of the earth. So once we do that on an individual basis, choose to go down the path less traveled, choose love over fear, choose to crack open our souls and release the God as source, central sun within our souls, that essence within our souls, that spirit within our souls, and choose that over fear, over perpetuating the same energies. Once we do that on an individual basis, we're going to flip the paradigm of planet Earth. Why? As below, so above. Once we start doing that on an individual basis, that energy is going to mirror on a societal basis. So society is going to start choosing love over fear. Whether it's politically, economically, socially, we're going to choose love over fear once we start doing that on an individual basis. So getting off the karmic wheel, choosing love over fear. Getting off the karmic wheel, choosing love over fear. What will you awaken to once you crack open your soul? Again, I didn't tell you to do this, and it's like a spirit-led thing. So if you're not meant to do it, you're not going to do it. If you're not meant to crack open your soul and release your spirit essence, you're not going to do it if you're not meant to do it. Everything happens for a reason. But again, it is a process in which you can think that you're going crazy because you're awoken to so many elements that you did not know existed. You're able to perceive so much more than you could perceive before. So you might think you're going crazy. It can become a a situation where you need medical assistance because you are awakened to so many things that you could not perceive before once you crack open your soul and release that spirit essence, that God, essential sun, source essence that's within you. So it can become a situation that requires medical attention. Again, if you're not meant to do it in this lifetime, you're not going to do it in this lifetime. I believe if you want to, if you truly want to, you can. Anything is possible through the love of God. Anything is possible through the love of source. Anything is possible through the love of the Most High. So if you want to, you can. You can. But again, it can become a situation where you need medical attention because you're awoken to so many things that you did not know existed. Some of the things that I've awakened to. I'm interchanging awoken to awaken. Some of the things that I've awakened to. So my eternal essence, my other half, the lifetimes that I spent self-sacrificing, not knowing my word. My galactic, our galactic origins. So humanity, we are seeded by galactic beings. We are galactic beings ourselves. My soul has incarnated on other planets. That's what my soul does. My soul goes around to other planets, other realms, and I incarnate in these places to help the societies, help the planets, help the realms ascend, elevate, raise their vibrations. That's what my soul does. That's one of the things that my soul does. My higher self, like my spirit, my higher self, my spirit, like my spirit essence. That's one of the things my spirit essence does, is it goes around to different places, realms, planets, to help those planet, places, realms ascend to higher vibrations. I was awakened to that. I was awakened to my energetic abilities as a human, like being able to read energies as a human. We do that. Like telepathy, the clairs, like that's really a normal thing. But again, we're stuck in these karmic energies that say we're limited. The clairs, so clairaudient, clairvoyance, clairknowing, which is like my thing. Like claircognizant, that's my shit. Like my whole life, I've been super claircognizant. I just know things. My whole life, I've been really super claircognizant. So claircognizant, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentient. These things are normal as a human being. Being telepathic, that's a normal human being thing. But again, we're stuck in these karmic energies that limit us. These karmic energies we carry from lifetime to lifetime that kind of encapsulate our spirit essence. That spirit essence that has all of that magic, all of that voila. Our spirit essence is trapped in all of that karmic energy. So we don't know that, like clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognizant, clairsentient, telepathy, all that stuff is normal. That's regular human being stuff. But we've been caught on this karmic wheel, choosing love over fear, to get off of the karmic wheel. That's what the Most High wants us to do. Choose love over fear to get off of the karmic wheel. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me today on this installment of Kingdom Things with me, your host, Ashley Nicole Phillips. I love you so much. I hope you're able to resonate with something, take away something to apply to your life. And remember, what did Shaka Khan say? Through the divine, all things are possible. What? Through the divine, through the limit, through the divine, all things are possible. I want to thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great day. Bye.